Right, welcome back YouTube. I haven't done a video in a while, and that's due to just not wanting to basically do the editing, so I'm going to try and do this in one take. So this is sort of just where I'm up to, and I've done a bit lately because of course right now we're in a long weekend because it's Easter, so I'll show you basically everything I've done since the last video. Right, so starting from the front, obviously I used to have that gap there. I have now done that because I've brought myself a bender, and I've also brought a shrink stretcher, so I'm definitely getting some tools stacking up, so that's good. But I've also welded basically all the front guard. I've just got like this kind of thing to do where patch up that hole, and I got another hole here where obviously factory flares were, and moving them around it's still there. So there's that, but of course I've shaved the indicators. I've changed this mold piece backwards because of this whole guards. Anyone that's new here, I've made these guards way bigger. I've joined from here to here to make them sort of drag that front piece forward, drag that back, and dragged it up. And of course it's wide body. And this is an 80 series Landcruiser to people that also have only just tuned in and haven't seen my older videos. The front handles are welded in, the back handles are also welded in, and I've got to about here with welding. I've got to continue down, but also some other things that have been done. That sort of just, that does all line up, is sort of moved from welding it, and of course because the clamp's sitting on it. But I've chopped all this out, so all this is sort of being redone because I'm doing it wider. I'm going to remake this from scratch because now I've got the shrink stretcher, and it'll mean that I can do it all in one piece, and there'll be a lot less welding. But anyway, so we've got that, and also you can see the big hole. I've started sort of making the inner guard here, but I thought I'll get the doors more done and weld it up, and then they won't move, and I can kind of match this to the doors a bit better because I don't want to go and sort of make things and have them all half done and then weld it and things move around and I can't match them to each other. The button holes, so I've done that. There's also the one at the front. I'll just open this door here. So basically it pops out now because I've put some poppers in there. So these here are spring loaded, and they push on here, which is where the factory, so this hole here is where a factory rubber used to be. So basically the same as that used to be there, and it used to push on a pad that was here. So I've cut that out, I've just tacked it in, and I just spray painted it black just to kind of see what it's going to look like and if it's going to look silly or not, but I'm quite happy with it. These unscrew, so this rubber and this stainless piece you see, you undo a bolt at the back here and that whole piece will come out, and this sleeve will stay in there. I did do a video on this, I'm pretty sure, my last episode actually, so we won't go too far into that. I'm going to do the exact same thing here and have it pressing on here, but I've got a lot to do on the inside of the doors. Some of it is already made, but basically I wanted this flange here to go like that, and then this to go out and look all factory when you open the door for door catch and everything like that, because the first design I sort of just added this onto the factory door and I was just never happy with it. So it's going to look a lot better, so when you open the door it's going to look more like it's meant to be. I've put the tray back on because I'm lining up this kind of thing, so my garage isn't quite long enough. That's kind of why it's like this isn't really sitting on properly, but I wanted this back as far as I really can so I have room at the front to do more things. So this is sort of the shape that my toolbox is going to be. on the back there, and then I'm going to have a mud guard that sort of comes out and down and so on, like most mud guards anyway. And then it's going to come, it'll start there, go across, go all the way across, because we've got the two wheels at the back here, and then it's going to come down like that to here, so it will tie into the front. It will tie into the back. So I kind of put that on there because I wanted this gap here to be even and this nice curve to sort of all flow, so everything all ties in together. And you'd probably notice too that this wide body step out will go all the way through to the deck, and then I've got quite a cool headboard that's going to all match to that as well, and I'm just throwing everything around. I went to put the deck on, I kind of forgot that I changed all the mounts, so it didn't just sit straight on the mounts again, because of course I changed the mounts to sit behind here rather than on top of the chassis right here where they used to be, because I found that when my tires articulated and went in, they were touching on the mounts. That's why I brought the mounts in and back a bit further. So now we don't have clearance issues on the mounts, but I haven't remade the pads to sit on these yet, which I need to do. So yeah, that's basically it for the update. There's a lot going on, but there's also a lot to do. You'll start to see sort of these lines, how they continue all the way through, and there's light on that front door now to where those wider guards sort of bulge out. So you'll notice that when this is painted, it'll sort of all flow. I'll just do a bit of a walk around to just sort of show the shape of these guards, because they look different in person and they also look in different angles. So down here you can kind of see how far they actually bulge out, but it's still hard to see on camera the full detail, and it looks much different in person, but you'll kind of get the idea. And down here I was going to do that today, but I just got a bit carried away and wanted to weld all this up. I'm going to make this with the shrinker stretcher also. So if you're not familiar with the shrinker stretcher, I might just do a wee demo and show how that works. Right, so I just cut a piece of steel with some tin snips just to quickly sort of get it done. So I've clamped that into it, pull the handle up, and you've got a bend. Right, so this is the stretcher side, and the other side is shrinker. So this shrinks it, this stretches it. So I've already done a couple of pumps, but as you can see, the more you pump it, it's going to bend. So that bends it, and then you can go on the other side and do the same thing. So we'll turn this over, and this is going to, hold on, once I line it up, this is going to shrink it. So you can see that's starting to shrink it. And if I go, ouch. Now that I got my finger out of that, I can continue. And it's starting to shrink it there, and then that stretched there, and also then that I shrunk that there. So you can basically make whatever you want with one of these things. So a very handy tool. Right, thanks for watching, guys. That was a very, very poorly put together video, but it does the job, and I get to spend more time out here than wasting time on my computer editing. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, do all those things, because I'll be doing more updates. I will be putting less effort into the videos, unfortunately, but then videos that I feel like need effort and deserve effort, I will be putting more effort into it. But I don't think you guys really care about editing and those kind of things anyway. You more just want to see the progress.